The original Pandamon by Celeste/Kinera was a relaxing, warmish vocal forward IEM that, till today, I still recommend if you want something more relaxing to listen to. Now we have the new Pandamon 2. Is it an upgrade to the original, and does it compete well in the market today? Let's jump into it and find out. Hey friends, welcome back to Avion Giz Audio. Today we have a review of the Pandamon 2 by Celeste/Kinera, coming in at the same price as the original one at $59. This one uses their 2.0 version of their square planar driver, which doesn't really act like a planar if you're wondering my opinion on it. But you know, I guess that's not so important. It's all about the tuning and the implementation, right? So how does this compare to the original Pandamon and its competitors? Before we jump into the comparison, let's jump into the tuning. Now this is tuned as a vocal focus IEM. It actually immediately reminded me of the ER2 series from Etymotic, especially the ER2 XR, but has a bit more mid-bass presence, a bit more lower mid-range presence than on the ER2 IEM. But the vocal forwardness, the center image vocals, is very similar to those two IEMs. Now this is immediately going to be a hit or miss for some of you guys out there, because being that it is a vocal forward IEM, and in this case an Etymotic style vocal forward IEM, it will be shouty for some of you guys out there. And for those of you who enjoy a lot of bass physicality, the thumps, the slam, you're not going to find it here in the Pandamon 2. Also in the treble, if you want a lot of treble details, a lot of micro nuances, some airiness, you're also not going to find that in the Pandamon 2 as well, because the extension into the air is also not that well done. When it comes to purely the vocal performance though, I feel like it sounds quite nice. I wouldn't call it great or groundbreaking for the price. I just thought it sounded nice. And again, it fits that market of people who really just want to listen to a lot of vocals, and again want the vocals to be the star of the show, if you will. Now the differences between the Pandamon 2 and the ER2 IEMs is that vocals has a bit of richness to them that the ER2s don't have. The ER2s have this very clean sounding vocals, while the Pandamon 2, with a little bit more of that lower mid-range, adds some heft to male vocals and female vocals. So some people might actually enjoy that more than the ER2 IEM. Now me personally, I do like that added richness. I also don't think it's overdone in any way. It doesn't really introduce muddy quality that makes vocals sound dirty or anything like that. So it's quite tastefully done. Now on to the timbre, it is quite on the relaxing side, which some of you guys might find to sound a bit more natural, but for me, I do want a bit more energy in the tail end of voices for vocals. I do feel like some details or some natural energy is lost due to how relaxed the timbre is. So overall, what do I think about the Pandamon 2? I think it's too specific, maybe too niche. It serves the market of people who like Etymotic kind of mid-range but want more meat to the bone, if you will. But even so, there are quirks about the Pandamon 2 that puts me off, and the biggest one being in the treble area. It's just not really well done. There's not a lot of extension in the lower treble, so causes timbre to be too relaxed and some details to be hidden, and also the extension in the air, of course, hiding a lot of those little micro nuances. And overall, it just sounds like a cheaper sounding IEM. Now on that note, let's just bring up my tech performance right here. I think it lands behind the 1 even. It really doesn't have a lot of resolvability. Its selling point is vocal performance and vocal clarity, but at the expense of literally everything else. Bass quality, bass nuances, not that good. The treble quality, also not that good. It's just overall a kind of a lackluster IEM. Now let's compare the Pandamon 2 to other IEMs on the market, starting with the Pandamon 1, or the original Pandamon. Now the original Pandamon is a bit bassier, more relaxing in the upper mids as well, so no shouty quality to be found whatsoever. The lower treble is way better done than on the Pandamon 2. There's actual natural timbre on the Pandamon 1. In the air region, I would say they're quite similar. They both don't really have great air performance, but all in all, the Pandamon 1 just sounds like a more complete IEM. Like it's going for that kind of warm, relaxing signature and is doing it really well considering the price. So overall, I still pick Pandamon 1 over Pandamon 2. And if you want to compare the Pandamon 2 to anything else on the market, I would say the Shoe 2 is a better option. The One especially is a better option. If you want a vocal forward IEM, the One at $20 beats the Pandamon 2 in a lot of different areas. No shoutiness on the One treble is also better done both in lower treble and the air region, and also the bass has more presence on the One too. Alright, that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I ranked the Pandamon 2 as an orange thumb. It's not a complete disaster of an IEM, but it's not something that I can wholeheartedly recommend you guys. And if you are those people who are looking for a very ER2 like IEM but maybe better fit, this might be it, but I would caution you against all the other cons that I mentioned in the video. So if you want to go for it, I would say try it out first before you make a purchase.